What is up, everybody? Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. I know that I am, because we have something new on the channel that we're going to talk about. We're going to get to a first look at the Secret Lair Marvel drop that Magic the Gathering did up next. I am bringing in my friend, Graydon. What's up, Last Pack Magic?
How's it going, everyone?
Dude, if I'm going to talk about Magic the Gathering, I got to have Last Pack Magic on, right?
I appreciate that. I'm really excited to see this. This packaging even looks amazing.
Yeah, the packaging has like a kith, the company that does collaborations.
Yeah,
That's kind of that vibe to it. Although the packaging really fooled me, and I'll tell more about that story in a minute. But man, this is going to be our first look at not only just Magic the Gathering, but the first Marvel collaboration that Magic the Gathering has done. We're Marvel trading card fans, and as Marvel trading card fans, we got stuff like these cards, right?
Yep.
It's a gold foil from 2007, Spider-Man in a PSA 10,
Beauty.
right? What we collect generally doesn't have a playability factor at all.
Yeah.
It's simply something that's part of a set that you might would put it together, whether it's a trading card set or a character collection, and then we like to grade them for high quality grades. We've got just a couple of Spideys here to share, both masterpieces. Pristine 10. This is one of our latest Marvel masterpieces. Serial number 23 out of 99, tier 4.
Wow. That is a card right there. That is a big one.
Some old school stuff that you don't see much, like this 1994 acclaimed Spider-Man from the Maximum Carnage video game. PSA 8, tough grade. Shout out to RMS, my friend, who I got that from.
Sweet.
But old school trading cards, even if you've been around a while, you might like the 90s stuff, right? Even that has some variety to it. This is a buyback out of 20.
Wow, I love that. I love the buybacks. They're amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great grade to get for a buyback.
It is. It really is. I thought it might get a 10. Maybe if I hadn't tried to grade it during the grading boom, maybe it would have got a 10. We got another Marvel masterpieces here, DeSantos. And then again, talking about the way we collect right now in the Marvel card space, we even like our sketch cards, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Pack inserted, original art on a trading card. Got some really nice ones here. Spider-Man to show.
I remember when you pulled that card. That was a great video that you did.
That was such a fun experience.
Yeah.
Even like some of our old school stuff, whether it's early 1966, again, trading cards have been around for a very long time, even for Marvel, that is. And, even like some of our newer collecting that we get to do, comic cuts, precious metal gems.
PMGs, my favorite.
And this comic cut is the first appearance of Miles Morales, Ultimate Fallout 4. Again, I'm sharing this because maybe some people from Magic the Gathering space might see this video, and I just want them to see kind of how we collect already, right?
Right.
Trading cards. So this is different. It's not new because we've had Versus, right?
Yeah.
This is an Upper Deck released set, and there's a playability factor, and I'm pretty spread out in the Marvel card space, and I don't know one Marvel trading card collector that's ever played this.
You know what? Usually the only games that Marvel cards play are with my emotions. So definitely going to be a different experience for all of us.
Yeah, and even though I don't play, I have these cards. Why? Because they have my favorite character on it, right?
Right.
And that's important, I think, for those who are in the Magic the Gathering space to understand about Marvel trading card collectors. Is in a sense, a lot of us are completists, kind of OCD. Yeah. And as you can see, I'm a Spider-Man collector. So the idea that there might be a Spider-Man card, I know there's not any in these here, but I'm just saying, like, that's part of it, right? Part of what's going to drive Marvel trading card collectors to Magic the Gathering. But on top of that, it's the art. The art plays a big role of it. So what have been your initial thoughts as you have seen this product starting to hit?
Well, so there's been a couple of things for myself. I'm not a card player as well. I'm new to that type of space, but I've been trying to educate myself a little bit about Magic the Gathering. So I joined a couple of the Facebook groups,
Yeah.
and I followed along with some of the things going on. A couple of days ago, I did a video with Hermit Styles, and he schooled me on some of the terminology that's used in these card games, and how there's nationals, and there's, as you move on through them, there's bubbling out and things like that. So for me, it's been an exciting experience learning a bit about the actual play. The artwork that's on them is shocking. It's amazing. It's much different than, well, not much different, but in a way it's very different than we're accustomed to with Upper Deck stuff. And seeing some of the prices that the original art has been fetching has been really interesting to observe as well. So
Yeah, and I want to talk about that a little bit. Hey, is our friend Ben Brady? We've got lots of friends in here, just rolling through these. But we're going to talk about the art sales, because I watched a video today that comic art fans put out on Magic the Gathering, Marvel, and the original art. And they said some things I thought was really interesting that is actually the opposite of what I've heard some people say when it comes to the art. And I'm not going to hold us up much longer. I'm going to get just a drink. We're going to get into these secret layers. Now, again, not to sound like an expert in something that I'm not, which I am not, right? But Secret Lair is just a way that Magic the Gathering can get out these, other brands or collaborations to the marketplace that may not fit in the traditional Magic the Gathering space. I think they call them universes. But as you can see, the names are here on the bottom on what we're going to be opening. And what I picked up what's called the Astonishing bundle. So it's every commander or character is Black Panther, all of them in each one of these. Iron Man, and then Wolverine here will open last. But this is the Rainbow Foil edition. So they have a foil and a non-foil.
Okay.
And this is original art, which is really cool. And you just open up here from the back. And part of me is like, I probably shouldn't open these. and I'll tell you why. I don't collect these characters like I do Spider-Man and Magic, the character, not Magic, the trading card game. But I do want to have this on the channel, and I do want the experience. But in a sense, I didn't think we were going to get a surprise in these, but it turns out there's a bonus card in each one of these Secret Lair drops. Now, if you were not a part of picking this up, the Secret Lair release, it was November the 4th, I think. It was a Monday, and it was insane. According to some people that I spoke with, it was the first time that they could recall that the website where you pick these up completely shut down.
Oh, wow.
So it was that big of a hit, because these are, in our world, what we might say short printed.
Yeah.
So there is a short printed aspect of these, and I'm just going to show these like this one at a time. Oh, that is probably should save that one for last. That is our bonus card. Yeah. Artifact here. And so the bonus cards have these Baby Groot elements. So you got Baby Groot suiting up in a suit of armor.
Interesting.
How cool is that? It's actually a lot of fun. Here, we'll start from the front then. But again, this is all original art.
Yeah.
Some of it is traditional illustration. Some of it is digital. Still cool.
We really value original art in the Marvel card collecting world.
Yeah. This was a painting, this piece right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the artist's name maybe is at the bottom.
Okay.
Is that coming through clear?
It is. It's very clear, yeah.
Yeah, but I love these other like Iron Man drones in the background.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Does the writing on the card mean much to us right now? Do we understand how these are playable or what this means?
Well, again, I'm out of my depth here. Okay.
You and me both.
I believe there is a rare aspect of cards: common, uncommon, rare, super rare. but not in the Secret Lair release.
Gotcha.
You know what you're getting in each one, except for the bonus cards. We didn't know that we were getting those. But they're, according to some of the numbers that people have ran, they're not all printed at the same amount.
Okay.
There are some characters that got printed less.
The cards look great.
Yeah, they really do. Oh, look at that.
What do we have here?
Legendary Land. See that suit on the side?
Cool.
That is cool.
Since you were speaking to people who were, sorry, keep going. Oh, wow.
No.
That's a great one.
Yeah, treasure.
Beautiful.
The foil really does pop. I have opened up a non-foil already, and I actually did record that, but I got a funny story to tell. So here, in fact, here are the Secret Lair things that I opened. It was a Storm and Duskmorn, but when I got these in the mail, I got them at the same time in 2 different packages, and I knew I'd ordered a Storm by itself, and I thought the Astonishing bundle was this white because I didn't know to read down here. As silly as that may sound, I just was blind to it. And I opened up this one first to realize it was not Marvel, and then opened up the Storm. My Astonishing bundle had not been shipped yet. I had forgotten that I wanted to make sure my payment information and all was already pre-saved in the Secret Lair website. So
Smart.
I ordered something random. This is the cheapest thing I could find. And that's what that was.
Dang, that's smart. That's really
and I just completely forgot about it.
I frequently buy skateboards online, and they sell out so quick that you have to have your payment info there. And I've done that with a t-shirt before to make sure it was all squared away before trying to get a Chad Muska skateboard.
Oh, somebody said that there was a bonus pool, which was the Expo event. That's cool. I did not realize that. The Tony Stark Expo.
Interesting.
So I knew the group was a bonus, but I didn't realize the Expo event was a bonus.
So there was 2 bonuses?
Yeah, there was 2 bonuses in there.
Well,
I'll get those sleeved up in a minute. We'll look at them again.
It's so interesting seeing something open where I'm not sure what to be excited about. I love the artwork, but I don't know when to be excited about a card as far as is it a huge card? Is it what kind of pull is it? You know what I mean?
Well, I think for you and me, 2 guys who make Marvel trading card content, this is a good reminder for what a lot of our viewers might feel like when they're experiencing Marvel trading cards for the first time. They're opening up, a hard to understand, Marvel masterpieces and why the numbering's the way it is, and why somebody might like something over another. So it's a good reminder.
Yeah.
Great looking Black Panther. Instance. I don't know that I've seen this one. Huh.
Interesting. For us, this is different that the packs are labeled as the characters. For us, it's all about the randomness of just opening and finding out. It's really interesting that these come with a designated character. I like that a lot.
But again, I think that's pretty common with the Secret Lair.
Gotcha.
So in next year, when they start doing, like Spider-Man is likely coming in the fall, it'll be random. And there will be rare cards. There will be chase cards. So this art sold for $15,000, I believe.
Oh, wow.
The original art. And it was a buy it now. It's fighting Claw there.
Several people said that the Magic the Gathering world of original art is a completely different beast than what we're used to in the Marvel trading card copy.
So I've heard that, but then I was listening to the video on Comic Art Fans, and they were basically saying that the sales price that the Marvel trading cards went for, okay, this looks unfamiliar to me, that the prices were higher than expected.
Interesting.
And I found that fascinating. I mean, 15,000 is a lot, don't get me wrong, but the Wolverine sold for 55,000.
I think the word of the year is going to be over expected. You know what I mean? Is higher than expected. That's a great one. There's your bonus card with Baby Groot.
Yep, there he is. In Wakanda.
That's a cool card.
That is cool.
So when people are putting together decks of this, is this something that's going to live in a binder? Where are these in your collection going to stay, Justin?
I'm not entirely sure. Right now, it's just probably sleeved and top loaded because I don't know if I'm supposed to play with these. You know?
Right.
What if that was a 1-of-1?
Yeah, I looked at that and I was sort of wondering, but I'm like, is that how this works? Is that
I don't know. It feels different. Like look how much more full art it has.
Right. Can someone in the chat help us with that possibly knows a little bit better?
Yeah, it does feel different, you know? You see it?
Yeah, it definitely got a different vibe to it. I'm really interested to know.
Yeah. Blake, the power and toughness are at the bottom.
Interesting. So I'm assuming this is a very tough one.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah. It's fun getting a first look and being like we call it green. You know what I mean? We just don't know. And it's a cool space to be in, to be uncomfortable and not know right now. It's really neat.
Yeah, 1 power, 1 toughness. Shut up. Ryan made a comment. I'm not even going to respond to it. Just glad to see you here, my friend.
Ryan.
All right, here we have Captain America.
Now, I've seen the art for this one, and wow, let's go.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really impressive.
All right.
Big shout out to the first Avenger and his cool cap collection.
Yeah, he's done really well with that. That is for sure. Here we go.
Wow.
Crazy. Thank you. Appreciate that. So power and toughness. That's a great looking art.
These ones are my favorite so far.
Look at Cap with Captain America as Falcon as Captain America. Got the American flag back there.
Marvel fits these cards so well.
Mm-hmm. Really do. That's awesome.
That art almost looks familiar. It's really, really cool.
I wonder who's blasting them. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Whoa. In the trenches. Look, you got Human Torch back there.
And Namor?
Bucky.
So
Wow.
character collectors in Marvel are going to have a heyday with this stuff, with the amount of characters on these.
Is that 2 Human Torches, though?
Good question.
Who else is that?
That I'm not sure. Oh.
Yeah, that one's cool. It's the Invaders.
Oh, that's a cool Groot one. It really fits.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Look at that. He made his own shield.
That's really cool.
Out of flowers.
What a great idea. That's so creative. I really like that.
Thank you, Pulling Fire. He says Human Torch and Toro.
Nice. That would be the guy to know.
Have the right people in the chat. Yeah, that is really cool. All right. Now we have Storm.
Sorry, what was the first one that you opened? Did you say it was a Storm that you opened first?
I did. Yeah. But
so were these issued randomly then? Like you bought packs and they issued you whoever they chose?
No. So I picked the Astonishing bundle because it was, in my opinion, the best value to get every character, every commander, I think is the right term.
Gotcha.
And then while I'd already checked out and somebody said, if you've already checked out, you can just keep buying. You don't have to start over. So I was like, well, Storm has the best art, so let me grab one of hers as a non-foil. So I got a foil and non-foil, and I can actually compare those here after we go through it. So look at that.
Really nice work. Character collectors and Marvel cards are about to get very, very spoiled.
So from a playability standpoint, what I understand is this card is probably the best of all of them, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So not only does it have great art, which is what we think would, character and art would drive the value of it, but the playability here is really good. And therefore, that's really what's going to drive the value.
Cool. That will be an interesting change for us, valuing cards based on their playability instead of their rarity.
Yeah, I think a lot of these are like reskins. Like you can have this same playability in another card, just not Storm.
Okay.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah. Storm's will.
Yeah. Way overpowered is what somebody said in the chat. This one's cool because, again, I just love that there are other characters back there hiding in the
Really
back.
loving the appearances. The appearance cards with multiple characters are done really well.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. So cool with the foil.
So Northern Lights in the background.
Yeah. Aurora Borealis. How do you say it as a Southerner? There's our Groot taking a bath.
Cool. Again, a very clever idea for a painting. Both of these, like from the Captain America one, really clever, doing Groot making his own shield, Storm doing the rain for the bath. That's really neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a good job. So this is the foil versus non-foil.
Cool.
And again, I think the non-foil may be slightly shorter printed.
I was going to ask if there's a difference in gameplay for, if anyone in the chat knows if there's a difference in gameplay if it's foiled or not.
I think I can answer and say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
For lots of people who character collect, when we have game cards in our collections, they tend to have their own page in the binder. It'll be really interesting to see where these sit in your guys' character collecting binders. I'm really excited to see how you guys do it.
So for me, I like having my binder built chronologically. And
Yeah.
so I would put these in the 2024 part of the binder, even though I know it's going to be broken up with, regular trading cards. So,
yeah.
All right. Which one should we open first? Should we do the Arcane Signet or Wolverine?
I think we have to save Wolverine for last. I think that's the way this works.
Okay.
I really appreciate the invite for this, Justin. This is really cool to get to see these getting opened by you. We've seen so many first appearance cards here on the Spidey Hits channel. This really fits the brand. I like it a lot.
Oh, is there only one card in here?
What?
Yeah, there's only one card. I see no reason to take that out of the cellophane at this time.
Good point.
So that is an artifact. You could only get this if you got certain bundles.
Okay.
So it was a bonus to the bundle. And they ran out of these. So people were still ordering and they didn't have any more of these. So that's, and you had to check your shipping to see if this was included. And I was very happy to see that mine got included. But
interesting.
Avengers Tower.
I think it's a wise experience.
You had to spend over $200. That's what it was.
Gotcha. I think it's a wise, experienced card person who pulls one like that and decides to keep it in the cellophane.
Yeah. I mean, unless I'm going to play with it,
yeah.
I think it's not a character I collect. That's an artifact. So, but I'm really interested to play, a lot of us are going to OAX, and OAX is a con that's going to happen in January in Orlando, Original Art Expo. And they're going to actually have people teaching us Marvel trading card collectors how to play.
Very cool.
So I'm excited about that. Here's Wolverine. This first card we're looking at here is the painting that sold for $55,000. The Storm, this one sold for $30,000.
Wow, those are big numbers.
They're big numbers, and again, like I just heard people make comments about how, Magic art sells for more than Marvel card original art. And I have no I just have no experience with it, so I can't say it's true or not true. But hearing Marvel Magic art dealers talk about how those sales were really higher than they expected was interesting to hear.
Just while you have this card in your hand, for my character collection of Sabretooth, this one applies to me because Sabretooth's left hand is right there, which is really cool.
There. So you got to have that one.
First one that I've seen so far that you've pulled that falls into my collection. Really cool.
You gotta love Wolverine.
Man, absolutely.
Oh, look at that. He's coming out ahead of a Sentinel.
Very cool.
That's awesome. X-23. There we go. Rite of passage.
Yeah.
In the danger room, it looks like.
Done really well.
That's fun. James, no, the Wolverine was 55,000. I don't know if you're behind, but that's cool.
That's
Enchantment, Rhythm of the Wild, the Wolves.
It's cool that you're continuing to see different costumes for characters on these cards.
Right. Oh, X-20. I mean, excuse me, Weapon X. I had not seen this one, dude.
That's a cool one.
Oh, that's awesome.
They really help tell the story of the characters. They've done a really good job of incorporating the narrative.
Adamantium bonding tank.
Love that.
That is awesome. And there we go.
You even got the haircut right.
That's awesome.
Really cool.
The great design. Justine Cruz is the artist on that one. That's fine. Did you have a favorite?
The Wolverine cards for me are really, really well done. That first Wolverine card there, I mean, that is a beautiful, beautiful image. That's a really well done card for me. That's the one that stands out. There you go from the comic image. I can't believe you have that.
Yeah. So this is from New York Comic Con. So there were 2 comic books they gave out at the preview. Like these were free, I believe. And they hand them out, and they also hand them out with, let me show you, the Doctor Strange promo. Another great card. Really love it.
That really added some excitement, some added excitement to that New York Comic Con that these were dropped there. That's a big deal.
And I love that it says promo here at the bottom.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So for all intents and purposes, this was the first Magic Marvel card.
Yeah.
And like I overpaid. I paid $200 for the promo card and the comic book. And like these have dropped down to like $70-$80 because after New York Comic Con, Wizard of the Coast kept giving these out like at another con, from what I understand. So
someone's got to be first.
Yep. But really happy to have it though.
You know, I was saying that the Wolverine card was my favorite, but those Captain America cards were gorgeous. Were absolutely like those were incredibly well done.
It's hard for me to not like this one. So good. The art on it's so good. But Wolverine is it's clearly the best there is. But Spider-Man, it looks like, I don't know how many releases we're going to get next year, but it looks like maybe Spider-Man is going to be the big release where we're going to get, be able to open up boxes of it and randomly, get cards.
Cool.
I've got to sleeve these. Where's my sleeves? I've been cleaning up all day, so I've moved stuff around. And but oh, here they are.
Something I'm noticing on the artwork for the cards is that the anatomy is the poses are incredibly good for each character. Like the Captain America poses, the Wolverine poses, those are like, without even needing to see it in color and everything, you would know that that's the character just by the posture.
Right.
I love that. It's good art.
So, with Spider-Man, it's going to be interesting to see like what all characters they give from the Spider-Man verse. Are we going to get? Is it going to be like a Sinister Six vibe with a bunch of villains, or is it going to be Spider-Man and a variety of poses over and over again?
Right.
I don't know. All right, let's see who's got some comments here. I wonder how many Magic the Gathering people are going to hate us for taking their boxes like I dislike sports breakers. Well, I don't know. It's really up to Wizards of the Coast to properly print enough, right? They're making this Marvel collaboration not only to appease Magic the Gathering fans who like Marvel, but to get new people into their space.
Right.
And hopefully they're going to properly account for that. It's obvious that they didn't properly account for that with the drop that happened, the Secret Lair drop, because I've heard quite a few people talk about missing out. The website went down, crashed, but there was some other stuff behind that. From what I understand, there were people who knew how to secretly kind of break the code of getting in. If you added something to your cart on that website and you just sat there, and then when 9 o'clock hit or whatever the time was hit, you could immediately start adding other stuff to your cart. You didn't have to wait in the queue.
Okay.
And so I think that's part of the issue, and that created people not getting it. But we're kind of used to not being able to get stuff at times. It's not new to us Marvel trading card collectors, even though we'd rather that not be the case. It's been the case before.
I think part of what World of Venom is also getting at is the different styles that breakers like yourself have, where when we watch a Spidey Hits card break, there's a great conversation about the artwork, the cards that are coming out, where in the sports world, occasionally it comes across as searching for a lotto ticket, where they burn by all of the quote unquote base cards to look for a hit. And I think that's part of what they're talking about here. I'm not sure how the Magic the Gathering people break cards, but I'm really interested to see more of how that all works.
I don't know that I've ever watched a Magic the Gathering break, except one time on one of the Marvel shows. I had a friend come on and he opened up one of the Lord of the Rings boxes, chasing for one of the One Rings.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I haven't seen any of the breaks. So I don't know how people typically dive into those and how they look for them. I mean, I would imagine it's going to be similar to me if I was opening up a Weiss Schwartz and I was looking for a secret rare
Right.
character. And one of the more fun hits I've had on the channel was hitting essentially a super rare Spider-Man out of like a Weiss Schwartz release, which was a lot of fun. So
I've watched a couple of Magic the Gathering breaks just in an attempt to get a little bit more knowledge about it. And the products are definitely opened a little bit different than we've witnessed Marvel. That I open Marvel cards is definitely in a different way.
So Jason says in Dragon Ball, which it's another TCG trading card game, I believe. Says in Dragon Ball, there's always a lot of animosity between players and collectors. Hopefully it won't be the same in Marvel. I definitely agree either way, Justin. I hope they properly account for it as well. So people going, hey, I just want to put this in my binder and I don't care if it ever sees the light of day again because I'm collecting it, versus, I need that to go in my deck so I can have a better deck to be able to play somebody and beat them. But I like the tension between the two, to be honest with you, because it adds a layer of challenge in the collecting space. I get, why we want it to be easy to collect, but then it wouldn't be collecting if it was easy, to be honest with you.
That's an interesting layer of challenge to add to it, and I like where Hermit Style's going with it, of hoping there isn't that animosity. But I never thought about that competition between the two, and very interesting, very, very interesting.
Well, I just hope, in this video, for those who are watching it from the Magic the Gathering space, and I wanted there to be some familiarity with how we collect, so there's an understanding of what it's going to be like to have us in the space. But what you can gain is, some friends who also might want to play as well, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be cool as that grows.
And also with character collectors opening this product, you're going to have a lot of people to trade with.
Yeah, absolutely. We know somebody who wants Captain America, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Blake says, people have been doing the same in Magic as well since set one. People just need to realize it is a given when a collectible is released. Yeah, I mean, you would think it would be obvious, but people have their opinions. Because the collectors pay for their big hits they don't need. And so that's the animosity is the more rare cards that somebody would want to play gets driven up in price because the collector is willing to pay more for it as a collectible. I get it.
Can't win them all.
Mike asked the question, are the character cards the same in all the packs? They are for this Secret Lair release. And by the way, this Secret Rare release is over. It happened for a couple of hours and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's, they won't do this drop like these cards that you see here. There's anywhere from like 4,000 to 6,000 copies of each, I think. And that's about it. So, and I don't know, again, in the Marvel trading card space, that's a lot, 4,000 to 6,000 would be plenty to keep the prices down. But I just don't know how that translates into Magic the Gathering when, you have a base of, I'm gonna call them collectors, players, whatever, that's much larger, right? No, Justin did not buy them all. I bought one bundle and then one storm. That's it. I could have gotten more, but I did not.
Awesome.
I am happy to have an example of all of them, though. That one's just so much fun.
Very cool.
Well, bonus cards. But anyhow, there's going to be plenty next year, I believe. And in 2025, I told Graydon before we got going that I'm a little scared of the hobby right now. I kind of have to build the case for what has me kind of nervous. But number one, Upper Deck's losing the license or has lost the license, however you want to say it. So we're losing something that's familiar, right? Something that we've grown to understand. With Upper Deck, we kind of know what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, how things are going to be structured for the most part. And it's brands that we know, love, and trust. Flair Ultra, Flair, Metal, Masterpieces, Annual. They've released some new brands with Platinum, Allegiance, but those have been pretty well. People have adapted to those pretty well. But those are going away. They're gonna be historical brands now. It's gonna mark an era of time and Marvel trading cards. It's gone, and now Topps has taken over. And Topps is in an interesting place because, they have popular brands that are out there like Topps Chrome, right? And we've seen how people have responded to the UK release, really with paying some pretty big bucks for some of those cards.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand it, to be honest with you, because I just don't. But Topps is going to start doing US based releases in January, and they have 3 lined up for January, February, and March already. So that's going to hit us pretty hard. On top of Upper Deck pushing out all of their last releases right now. I mean, we literally have multiple sets coming out a week almost. We're still getting sets announced. We got 92 Marvel Masterpieces Platinum, the big reprint, which we've talked about here on this channel, but all that's coming out. And then now Magic the Gathering. So the collector space for Marvel cards is getting taxed heavily in the amount of money that they're spending. It's just so much in such a short period of time. And, I just don't like what that can do to the hobby overall. Right. And then next year, Magic the Gathering is coming in. And so we're going to have to adapt to 2 new companies, new cards after being, having a bunch of sets pushed on us really, really fast and having to navigate that financially as a OCD collector who has to have it as soon as you see it. Not everybody's like that, but many of us are. And so it just makes me nervous. I see, you see people letting go some stuff that I think they're going to really wish they were not letting go right now to try to navigate it.
I think that's the story of modern collecting right now, and I agree with a lot of what you just said there, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a substantial amount of things that have hit the market, and I think that there's been a lot of people who have overextended, but a lot of people who have chosen not to participate in certain sets because they just weren't for them. I think that that's really wise. It's a terrible time to be selling cards. So I really do feel for people who have been letting go of some things that potentially they wouldn't have let go unless they had to. That's a tough space to be in when they're items that you like. And you really witness it right now in the sales posts. Some of the sales posts, there are hundreds of cards available on each one of those posts. And some of the prices are pretty wild. Yeah,
no, I get it. I mean, I know if I needed to sell something right now that if the market's pretty good indicator, unless it's a really rare card that doesn't pop up very often. Yeah. The price is pretty discounted. Yeah. And that's all, that's only, in my opinion, only going to continue into the holidays and into the first part of next year. And who knows what happens overall for collecting and the economy and all that kind of stuff that has the impact it has. But it makes me just really nervous for our friends who've been collecting, who are going to see this new stuff come out really fast, all in a hurry. And the best thing you can do is just not participate. If and I know that's easy to say, but for someone who wants to participate like I do, but it's just a lot.
On the flip side of it as well, for all of us who are collecting, character collecting, set collecting, it's a great time to be collecting. It's a great time to be picking up on some of these abundance of deals and products that are out there. If you're starting a character collection, it's a fantastic time to scoop up the last of the upper deck stuff. It's a good opportunity for a buyer. So point that out as well.
Yeah, I've been picking up some stuff. I picked up a Colossus yesterday. It's a sketch card, pack inserted sketch card that's gonna match one of my Magics. Cool. I picked up another Platinum Magic sketch, which I'm excited about. Yeah, so in Platinum, I'm just gonna repeat what a lot of our viewers know, but not everybody. But in Platinum, only about 100 pack inserted sketches. If you ever wrap your head around how large that product print run is, you would realize that's insane. I mean, they're significantly more rare than the one of ones. There's like 300 one of ones, 100 sketches. But by my count, in conversations with the artists, there are 3 Magic sketches that were pack inserted, and I have two of them now. Yeah. I'm really happy about that.
You own a percentage of the sketch cards.
Yeah, so I'm actually really close to having an example from every artist. I've got Bill Sienkiewicz, I've got Casey Parsons, I've got Ron Lim. I have all of them. Sorry, I have all of them. Miles Wool, and now Susie Volchich. So I have all 5 of I have an example of all 5 of the artists now. So that's like a little mini set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One for
an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. But again, happy to pick that up. What else do I have coming? Oh, something that interests you. I picked up a first appearance of Magic on a comic cut.
Oh.
And do you know when her first appearance was?
I don't. You'll have to enlighten me.
Giant Size X-Men #1.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, she's Colossus' sister, Ileana Rasputin.
Wow.
Whenever his powers exhibit themselves when he stops the tractor from running over her. It's her that's in the field.
Wow.
And so she doesn't actually show up as Magic until later. But that's her actual first appearance. And I was finally able to get a comic cut from that issue, because it's Giant Size X-Men, almost no one wants to get rid of them.
Absolutely.
And there are people who are collecting, They're trying to put together the full set of those. So very fortunate to be able to pick one of those up.
I'm thrilled that you got that. There's been a lot of people excited about comic cuts lately. There's been a lot of enthusiasm around them. There's been a lot of people that have learned more about comics because of that type of insert that's come out, as far as first appearances go and whatnot. And like you had mentioned before, Justin, that's an insert that we're about to say goodbye to. So it's really fun to get to enjoy them right now because those are going to be very challenging to come by.
Yeah. Blake, I show off my magic sketches a lot of times on Instagram, but I intend to do a video one day on Graydon's channel with my magic binders. He just typically does them on Thursdays, and I'm at dance practice on Thursdays.
We're going to make an exception for binder night of Justin Underwood's magic collection. We will be making an exception.
Wait, don't tell Last Fact Magic. Oh, he recently acquired something I can't tell you.
Oh my gosh, the gossip people.
Lost asked me where did I even find that. I found it on ePack. Just digging on ePack.
Love it.
And I think I got a tip from Sydney Blumenthal as well. I think he gave me a tip about it. Yeah, we all want to know. That's for Ryan to tell, not me.
Ryan, no matter what it is, I'm very happy for you. I'm sure it's awesome.
What's up, RG? How's it going? What is it, Ryan?
The chat.
It's really pretty awesome. If Ryan wants to share it, he can. I imagine he'll share it in the Discord and on his Instagram channel eventually.
Cool.
Let's see here. Some of the comments I missed. Had to pay almost double for the foil on eBay. Which character? Did I miss that?
I'm assuming he's talking about Wolverine.
Ugh, that's not good. He says he was in the queue to check out for 3 hours and it sold out by the time it got to his turn to pay. I was able to put them in my cart for 9 minutes after they were released. Oh, man. Yeah. That's not fun.
Raj, you also have notoriously bad Wi-Fi, just for the record.
Who's that?
That's Raj. He has a notoriously bad Wi-Fi when he's in the oil field at work.
Oh, no, that's not good. Here we have a comment. That's insanely low for the bigger TCGs. And I think he's talking about the print run being anywhere from like 4,000 to 6,000 or 7,000 for these characters.
Ryan just sent me it. Very cool. Wow.
So you can see it now.
Very, very cool, Ryan. I am so happy you got that.
Let's see here. Manu says going away gives them a chance to be special. Releasing them into the ground is a good way to bury them.
I don't understand at the end.
Going away gives them a chance to be special. Releasing them into the ground is a good way to bury them. I guess, I think what he's talking about is just the way they did the first initial release.
Oh.
Maybe to build the specialness of them, through a Secret Lair, super drop with a limited print run. Oh, no, he's talking about Upper Deck. Sorry.
Yeah, he's saying there's so much product that's been released, it's a way of making them less special. I think is what he's getting at.
He's saying that Upper Deck, Fleer Ultra, Masterpieces, Metal, that going away from Marvel allows what has been printed to be special because it's a finite about it, finality about it. If it was going to continue, it would make them less special.
When are we getting Premiere? Where is Premiere? What is going on with Premiere?
I'd love to tell you that, but I don't know. Maybe Upper Deck feels like that can be like one of the last drops to kind of be a big deal. I don't know. Ryan announced to the chat it was the DeSantos comic sketch of Sabretooth that he got.
And it's beautiful. And that's a beautiful piece to add, Ryan. I'm really happy for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we guessed what Manu was saying. I'm excited to get this graded, but I kind of want to wait. Here, I'll show them here. I kind of want to wait and put it in a PSA slab.
Cool.
And then get the card graded and have both in a PSA slab.
That's a brilliant idea. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're going to do the same thing with Spider-Man. Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh,
It's
I
going to
love
be a
it.
challenge. But well, my friend, thank you. I appreciate you joining and
That
checking
was
out
really,
these the Magic the Gathering first look at these cards. They all look amazing to me. I can't imagine being a Magic the Gathering player who loves Marvel who wouldn't love these. I don't even play, and I think they're super cool.
they're really cool. There's no arguing that they're very cool.
Just I can't wait to get a Magic the Gathering.
Double down.
That kill, man. That that would be a lot of fun.
That'd
That
be
and
really
Spidey. Oh goodness gracious, it's gonna be crazy. Any questions for us, chat, before we jet? Let's see what David's got here. He says, does UD need to release Premiere before the end of December or anytime since technically it's already released? I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
But what's we know that Upper Deck EPAC is going to allow to continue after the end of 2024 for what's already on there. So there's nothing that you have to worry about as someone who has cards on the space. I just don't know if they're going to be able to sell come January 2025. That's the part that's interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting for people going for achievements.
Achievements and price.
Yeah.
So, masterpieces, people had predictions about what the masterpieces price was going to be.
Yeah.
And it ended up being affordable is not the right word.
Cheaper than
expected. And it sold out in less than 3 days for that reason.
Yeah.
And not that it wasn't going to sell out either way, but it wasn't going to sell out at that rate of speed. So it's going to be fascinating to see if they continue to do discounts on what's already there, because they keep doing up to 50% discounts for card sets that are already on EPAC that haven't sold out. And, with the new product that they're doing, like we got Matriarchs, will it get an EPAC? Right now, we have not seen the 1992 Marvel Masterpieces Platinum odds, like pack odds, but we haven't seen anything that indicates it'll be on EPAC.
Yeah.
Once we get the pack odds, we'll be able to tell if there's going to be an EPAC release. I'm really interested if there's going to be an EPAC release for that.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, somebody mentions Matriarchs. Is it going to make it to EPAC? If so, when? We just don't know the answer to these things.
Yeah.
And I don't like the unknowns. The unknowns can make it difficult on how to direct your hobby funds in the meantime, because you don't know.
Yeah. Everyone, I appreciate the invite for the first opening. I've got a jet, but thank you so much for letting me be here, Justin.
You go. All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Everybody check out Last Pack Magic YouTube channel. He's got a bunch of fun videos, interviews, including the Binder Nights. Looking forward to being on there soon.
I can't wait to have you on, Justin. That's going to be a riot. Everybody have a great Sunday night. See you guys.
George says, I think they can sell anything that has been printed prior to the end of the license. They just can't print anymore after they sell. And that makes sense. I just don't know the agreement that they have in place. But that does make sense. I just, it'll be interesting to see, like, are they going to continue to release product? How far into 2025? Because their actions indicate that they're in a hurry. Like a long hurry. Ryan says, now let's open that last Masterpieces box, 2022 Masterpieces box. I was kind of saving that for something special. Like, you're saying that this is a special time that we should open it? Probably not, because I'd have to leave the screen, go into my house and get it, and then come back. And anytime you do that, like, people don't stay on. They leave when there's no one here to host. Everybody else is saying it is. It is a special time. Let me think. I guess I could. Are you all going to stay here if I go grab it? You're not going to leave me? See, we already lost 4 viewers like that fast. We're here. All right, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. I'm back. Everyone's still here? Okay, it doesn't look like we lost too many people. That's good. So somebody said I'm going to hit the gold 1-of-1 canvas. Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I ran, so let me catch my breath. If I'm breathing hard into the mic, that's why. Huh. Kind of nervous. Hey, everybody. Oh, you guys are sorry for making me open my box? Well, here it is. All right. I'm going to do this like I would be doing a separate video because I may cut this and make it another video. Is that okay? All right, let's go. Hey everybody, Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. I know that I am because I have my last box of Marvel Masterpieces, 2022 Marvel Masterpieces. And this is a surprise box for me. I did not know I was going to get this, and I'm really excited to see what's in it up next. All right, my friends, here it is. This is our last opportunity. I don't see myself buying another box of this anytime soon. I opened quite a bit physical already, and I opened quite a bit on e-Pack. Did really well there. So I'm rather satisfied from that standpoint. So paying, $700 a box to open up more, probably not going to happen. And I imagine this is only going to get more and more expensive. So what did I just do? I broke the seal. You know what that means. Value's gone. All this guaranteed now is a good time. So as I am recording this, I'm actually doing this live, and my degenerate friends convinced me into opening up this box. I was thinking of saving it for like Thanksgiving or something, one of those cold, wintry days, opening it up. But here we are. We're opening it up now. Pack number 1. Look at that, guys. Miss Black Cat. What are we going to hit? That is the question. 3 cards per pack. 12 boxes. Excuse me, 12 packs per box. Ooh, what do we have here? Beautiful Jean Grey. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to go to the back. Our gold signature of Dormammu. And what is our hit going to be? Scarlet Witch. Pretty well centered, too. Holofoil. There we go. Lovely. Pack number 2. Beautiful. Ooh, is that a blue canvas back there? Looks like we got a blue canvas. Yeah. Back to the blue canvas. I'd love a blue Spidey. I would love a blue Spidey, but I'll take a blue cap. I'll take a blue cap. That's not bad. Out of 49. So what is cool about this is we now know after the fact that the canvas has never made it to e-Pack. So you can only hit these in physical. That's the only place you can get them. So these are numbers, so we know how many there are, but there were a lot of people that were waiting for e-Pack to build their collection, so they were not competing or paying a price for them early on. But now we know, only in physical. I forgot to look at the serial numbers here out of $14.99, $19.99. We're also wanting to pull a Juggernaut preliminary art card because that card also never made it to e-Pack, only physical, and they're actually seem pretty difficult to find. We got Shatterstar here, Jessica Jones, and out of all of the product I opened, both physical and e-Pack, I only pulled one of the Juggernauts out of $9.99, our cover variant, tier 3. And so, yeah, I do not know if, you know, every, like if we only got like half of what we were supposed to get, the preliminary art for Juggernaut, but it certainly seems that way based on people not being able to find them. Dormammu base, Gold Sig, Deathbird, great art, great card. And then what do we have here? Ooh, we got a purple Archangel. That looks good. 37,199. What it does do is it makes this kind of, you know, part of the collecting that's really interesting is, you know, you come back to this hobby 10 years from now and you're like, hey, I want to put together a Masterpieces set. And you wonder why that Juggernaut's so hard to find or why people are willing to pay high prices for it, only to discover it wasn't all printed or put into the product. Iceman, Gold Sig, Jean Grey, and a canvas. Here we've got Black Widow. This is going too fast. I want it to go slow. Another Hercules. Cover variant. Nobody wants that. Gold Sig. What do we have here? Ooh, we got another Archangel this time. Tier 3 out of 999. I can say that's tier 3, may not be. Cover variant. I think it's actually tier 2. Okay, here we have Cloak, Lizard, and Battle Spectrum, the one no one wants, Psylocke and Shadow King. Yeah, the Red Skull is awesome. All right, Ghost Rider, look at that. That's awesome. Great looking Ghost Rider. Jubilee, Gold Sig. An orange here of Medusa. Great looking art. So that's our 2 colored parallels. I think we're down to 4 packs, guys. Ooh, we have a preliminary art. Did we hit another Juggernaut? I mean, another Hercules? Good Lord. It's terrible. We're going to go to the back. Got Taskmaster, PA, not Juggernaut. And got a tier 3 Captain Marvel of $9.99. Where's our big hit? Is it in here? Look, we got a sleeve. That likely means a sketch. Dr. Octopus, another angel. Let's go to the back here. No way. No. A Liddy Lee. No, it's not DeSantos. Holy moly, guys. No. Oh, snap. Look at that Thanos. Wow. I can't believe I just hit that. That is incredible. Look, her females are off the charts. But to pull Thanos, that is insane. Look at that, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. That is fantastic. Love seeing that signature. This is actually my second baddie to pull from Liddy out of Masterpieces. I pulled the Null as well. Wow. Oh man. Incredible. Yeah, my friend Steve is probably going to want that one. He is a huge Thanos collector. We still have 2 more packs, so that was wow. That's fun to hit to go along with the blue Captain America. I say we're doing all right. I say we're doing all right. Unbelievable. Okay, here we've got Enchantress. What's our PA going to be? Ooh, that's a nice one. Emma Frost, the White Queen herself. And our hit here is Tier 3 Cyclops. Love it. And we got 1 pack left. 1 pack left. Let's go. What are we missing? Do we have another hit? That's the question. I mean, we got 2 already with the blue canvas and the sketch. What's this going to be? Oh, yeah, there's Magic. How fitting. How fitting. Gold Sig. And we're going to finish off with a Captain Marvel. Incredible. Magic is number 936 out of 1499. Happy to hit that, but these are our 2 big hits. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Wow. Lonzo, look. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'd say that's a big hit. Incredible. Well, everybody, thank you for getting me to open this. It was y'all's idea, not mine. Not that I needed, the most, convincing in the world, but that's pretty cool. You're not going to get to do this anymore. Again, Upper Deck is Marvel's going away with Upper Deck. It'll now be, DC moving forward. So being able to open another one of these boxes, really special. And I love that you are all doing it here with me here on the Spidey Hits channel. Thank you for watching. Look, you guys know how to find me. I'm on Instagram, and I do have a Discord if you ever want to come be a part of that marvelous community. It's a special place. Send me a message. Happy to send you a link to that. But everybody, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button for me. That would mean a great deal to me. If you want to see more content like this about Marvel cards moving forward, whether it's Upper Deck, Tops, Magic the Gathering, some random person drawing on cardboard, and who knows, all this Marvel trading card, it'll be here on the Spidey Hits channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.